go again, and today we're going to do we're going to take it up a little bit and move into some spicy foods which are going to come from the Caribbean and Asia. Now there's one thing you've all got to remember about Caribbean and Asian recipes, is that whatever you do is going to be wrong. And that is because there's so much variation across the islands in the Caribbean, across the whole of Asia, that someone's going to come back and say, no, this isn't right, that isn't right. And the thing is, don't beat yourself up, or beat me up for that matter, for doing something wrong. What I'm going to do today is start with some very simple ones, and it's amazing what you can do with a few simple ingredients. And then as we go on, we'll work up to the more complex ones. But you know, my philosophy on food is this, that there are certain recipes that you don't mess with, and they've been around for donkey's years. So don't put, you know, this is my interpretation of. Just follow it, eat it and enjoy it. There are some recipes you can play around with because you may not have the ingredients, you may want to try something new, and that's fine. So let's start today with the simple one, the one that is the easiest in the world to prepare, providing you've got this. Now this is Walker's Wood traditional Jamaican jerk seasoning, and hot and spicy. I've been cooking with this stuff now for about 25 years. Now you can make this, and it's very easy to make actually if you want to go out there and labour over the ingredients. But my philosophy again is, what's the point when these guys do the best job? Now for all you Jamaicans out there, and my Jamaican friends are going to see this, don't kill me because I'm using bought stuff. I know plenty of you do because I know you're back in London, but also I know, you know, plenty of people do make it. And I'm sure if you go to Jamaica itself, it's going to be, again, totally different. But this is about simplicity, getting a very, very good flavour, and in this case a very spicy flavour. So if we just take a look at what I've done here. There's some chicken thighs. Now please, if you're going to do any form of jerk with chicken, I mean with pork it's different because there's more fat. You need the fat content, so you can do it with chicken breast, but it's going to come out dry and it's not going to give you the same taste. The thighs are good because they contain the fat under the skin, and you can cook them for a little longer and get them basically where they fall off the bone. Now all I've done here, if we can just get a shot there, I've made some slits across the chicken just so that the marinade can get in there, and I've put some oil on it. So I've rubbed it with oil first, marinated. It's been marinated now for about 3-4 hours. You can go overnight, you can put it straight in the oven, it doesn't matter. But it's that simple. Now here, I've got for all our dishes today, for my more carb-tastic friends, some cooked rice in a rice cooker. Great investment. This was a gift, so very useful. You can put your rice on in the morning and leave it. It'll keep for 3 days. So again, remember, on the low carb diet, it's not low carb, it's not no carb, it's low carb. You can have some rice, just not too much. So all we have to do with this chicken is put it into an oven, which I've got about 335, and forget about it for a while, because in about an hour and a half, that's going to have cooked. Very soft, very tender, crispy on the outside, and we'll baste it throughout the cooking time, just to keep the flavour in there. All you do with this is a fresh jar, stick it in the fridge, and it's going to keep there till you need it again. Okay, so if we come up, here's our jerk chicken cooked. That's taken about 1 hour 15 minutes. It's cooked nice and slowly. You can smell it. I wish you could have the smell transmitted to you. But that's going to cool now. We just let that cool. The worst thing, I was just telling the guys here, the worst thing you can do is eat food that's too hot. You don't taste it. And all you end up doing is burning your mouth, and then you don't get the flavour. So the easiest thing in the world would be to turn around there and just eat that now. It would break up, you wouldn't taste the flavour. Leave it 15-20 minutes.